Hi, my name is Bella Carrasco, and helping others feel confident about investing brings a huge smile to my face. After working in the private equity, family office, and securities markets for nearly a decade, I am breaking down the world of money, investing, and financial freedom. Work optionality isn't a dream, it's a decision you make today. I bring you actionable tips, expert interviews, and enlightening strategies to help you get richer and stay that way. This is the How Do You Know podcast. And this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only, and helping others feel confident about investing brings a huge smile to my face. With a qualified financial professional, private equity, family office, to your situation markets for nearly a decade. Views and opinions expressed are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect those of the podcast producers or sponsors. It's a decision we make no representations or warranties regarding the accuracy or completeness of the enlightening strategies to help you get richer and stay that way. This is the How Do You Know podcast.
There, I'm going to butcher it, but it's something to the tune of over 90% of the wealthiest families focus on tax planning in itself. I've said this in a previous episode, but if you pay taxes, that's money that you will never see again. If instead you can keep that money in your pocket, you can continue having that work for you. And then the power of compounding can do its thing. So if you can avoid paying a capital gains tax, that is light years beyond beneficial. In terms of different 1031 strategies, if you have a home that you want to sell, you can 1031 into another home or another piece of real estate and continue to manage things yourself. Or there actually are opportunities where you can do this in a passive way as well. So you can 1031 into a private equity play, and that way you don't have to be the one dealing with the tenants, the toilets, and the trash again and again. Who it's for is for someone who is ready to let go of that day-to-day management. You need to make sure that you like the strategy. Is it in an office building? Is it in a multifamily strategy? How does the end look like? Am I 1031ing and 1031ing over and over again, which, by the way, can eat into your returns because you're probably going to pay fees on fees on fees. How is it liquid? Am I going to have to sell my entire property in order to get some money out, or can I take a portion of it out? Also, do you qualify for a 1031? Because if you're in a partnership, usually that means that you cannot 1031 unless every single person in that partnership agrees to a 1031. Otherwise, you do have different strategies at your disposal, which is called a drop and swap. So you can reorganize the LLC or into a TIC or other mechanisms that are similar. So there are typically solutions. It might take a little bit longer, but sometimes it is worth that extra energy. Aside from 1031s, there are opportunity zone investments. So that allows you to invest capital gains beyond just real estate. So if you sell a business, art, crypto, stocks, you can actually defer paying taxes on those capital gains. So again, $1 today is worth more than $1 tomorrow. And so being able to invest that can be truly meaningful for your wealth. I've also mentioned that there's a difference between a CPA and a tax planner. So there's a lot of different comparisons that we've talked about over the different episodes, but if you have a doctor, that doesn't necessarily mean that a foot doctor will be able to tell you the same thing as your general practitioner. So in the same way, a CPA is good at their domain, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are a tax planner. So a lot of wealthy families will have a CPA and they will also have a tax planner. They are two separate people. And I am a big proponent for planning, so I'm not going to bore you with that story anymore. But every situation is unique. 1031s can be very intricate, so consult with someone, but definitely reach out to me or to Mike for any sort of advice that you'd want in this realm. I really hope it helps because the wealthiest do focus on tax planning. Until next time, adios.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you found any value and want to support the podcast, I would be forever grateful if you texted someone the link. You can say that you have a podcast episode that may be interesting for them. Also, if you have questions or topics you want covered, please don't hesitate to reach out on LinkedIn or Instagram. Remember that every step makes a difference. I hope that you continue to learn how to get richer and stay that way.